Hello, I'm Zara Batstra, and welcome to the Eternal Cavern, and welcome to the Eternal Cavern, and welcome to the Eternal Cavern, and welcome to the Eternal Cavern. Oh, sorry about that. There's a bit of an echo in here. Anyway, so for Poetry Thursday, I thought I'd share a little funny story from the book I'm reading. It's the first book in the Gormenghast trilogy called Titus Grown. And in the beginning, you meet some of the characters that live in the Castle Gormenghast. And the cook at Gormenghast is really mean and um, terrible to all of his workers. And so there's this one worker named Steerpike that uh, doesn't want to take it anymore. So he runs away from the kitchen and manages to escape. But so he ends up wandering around. He notices this guy who's standing in front of this really big window, and Steerpike's watching him from a distance. And the guy starts reciting a poem. And so this is the poem. Linger now with me, thou beauty, on the sharp archaic shore. Surely 'tis a wastrel's duty, and the gods could ask no more. If you lingerest when I linger, if thou treadest the stones I tread, thou wilt stay my spirit's hunger and dispel the dreams I dread. Come thou, love, my own, my only, through the battlements of groan. Lingering becomes so lonely when one lingers on one's own. I have lingered in the cloisters of the northern winged night, as the sky unclasped its oysters on the midnight pearls of light. For the long remorseless shadows chilled me with exquisite fear. I have lingered in cold meadows through a month of rain, my dear. Come, my love, my sweet, my only, through the parapets of groan. Lingering can be very lonely when one lingers on one's own. In dark alcoves I have lingered, conscious of dead dynasties. I have lingered in blue cellars and in hollow trunks of trees. Many a traveler through moonlight, passing by a winding stair, or a cold and crumbling archway, has been shocked to see me there. I have longed for thee, my only. Hark, the footsteps of the groan. Lingering is so very lonely when one lingers all alone. Will you come with me and linger and discourse with me of those secret things the mystic finger points to but will not disclose? When I'm all alone, my glory always fades because I find being lonely drives the splendor of my vision from my mind. Come, oh come, my own, my only, through the Gormenghast of groan. Lingering has become so lonely as I linger all alone. And then the poet after the poet is done with his poem, Steerpike doesn't want to startle him. So instead of like saying, "Hey, over here," he just politely clears his throat. And so when the um, poet notices Steerpike that he's not alone and the Steerpike's over there, he runs away from the window, and all of a sudden, like, um, does furniture and all kinds of things start flying at the window, and it's just funny how it's described, like from all directions, the stuff keeps flying to barricade the window. Um, Obviously, the poet wants to be left alone, but I just thought it was funny how he reacted after that poem, um, how he kept complaining about how he was so lonely, and then when he has company, he um, totally closes himself off from that company, and it's just funny because it's kind of relatable. Okay, well, that's all for today. I'm working on my list of 50 books I want to read before I turn 50. So um, my birthday is April 8th. I will not be 50 on April 8th, but I will be 47. So I'm giving myself about 3 years to read 50 books, which is, um, I think it's doable. I don't want to put a lot of pressure on myself. I'm not going to include a lot of big and challenging books, but just books that I have in my house that I need to read. So yeah, it's just kind of like a video to come out in the next week or so. I have all the books collected and stuff. I just um, need to make the video. So anyway, I'll see you then.